What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for jumping into another video. My name is Josh and I am just your average Joe day trader. Hey guys, it's Monday, June 30th. Markets closed. What a good day it was today, guys. If you've been following the best day trade stocks, the top stocks that I've been talking about weeks in and weeks out for day trading, you would have made money today. Now, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a financial planner. I am just sharing with you what I do and what stocks I trade in and out of every day to make money. And they often just day by day by day, wash, rinse, repeat, continue to provide the money that I look for when I go after a day trade stock. Know your candlesticks, know your support and resistance levels, but I do a lot of the homework where I'm trending and looking at analysis and looking at a 30-day average for what stocks are the best ones for me to get in and out of and make money. And I love sharing that with you. If you didn't catch my video yesterday, episode number 80, I did release my new list of the best day trade stocks based on volatility, based on mid-price, and just based on fast movers. So some really good stocks to go ahead and take a look at and do your own homework, do your own research on those stocks. Wasn't a whole lot in the news today that caused for the market to trend one way or the other. S&P 500 had a beautiful gap up last night when the market opened back up at 8 p.m., running through pre-market, kind of continued on a very nice trend through the day and allowed for some great gains on a lot of those stocks that we normally are looking at. The S&P 500 finished, and let's take a look at the chart here. S&P 500 finished the day at 617.85, 6,178 points. A very good day. It's down a hair at 61.74 right now, or $617.40 in the post market, but a great, very strong day with a high of $619.22. So S&P 500 performed very well. And when the S&P 500 performs very well, the stock sector that I love to live in, which is tech, always performs very well along with it. Let's get into the best day trade stocks to kind of see what did we do today. So we go to the average Joe day trade list. Serv Robotics, guys. I love Serv Robotics. I talk about this one every single video. You can see you had a great day today. Obviously, towards the end of the day, there was some downward momentum. But if you got in the market and waited for the market to open up this morning at 9 o'clock, you can see that we opened up at $11.63 and ran it pretty much to a high today of $12.24. Guys, that is a nice day in the market. 1170 all the way to 1224. Great opportunity to make some money in Serv Robotics. Ford also had a rough open and a drop, which I always tell you guys, when the market opens at 9:30, wait and see what happens. Don't rush into the market unless it's a stock that you see and you know the candles are trending right. But Ford had a down drop, had a little bit of some up momentum. Again, I'm looking at the 15 minutes. 5 minute and 1 minute could look very different, but on the 15 minute, you can see you had an opportunity here in this candle if you wanted to, from 1072 to 1079. That was the high of that candle, all the way to 1078 on this candle. But if you stayed in it and you waited till it dropped to the low here of 1069, you could have traveled this one all the way up today to basically a high of $10.86 from $10.69. Now remember, Ford's not a super fast mover or a super high, volume mover, but it's less volatile, so easier to day trade if it's something you want to get into. SoundHound, beautiful morning in SoundHound. Pre-market had a good run, $10.01. Could have ran it all the way up to a high of $10.93, and then it, kind of did a little bouncing up and down through the rest of the day, sitting at a 1073 close, 1066 after in the post market. GTX had a pretty consistent run up today. You could have got in at 1026, ran that all the way up here to 1056. Not bad, 30 cents per share. Okay, not too bad for GTX. Garrett Motion, Apld, my all-time favorite stock, had a hard drop down this morning, and then had a low opportunity, $10.14, and a high opportunity, $10.53. But it ran to a new low, okay, over the last several weeks. Closed at 10.07, sitting at 10.14 in the post market. And I day trade this one every day. This is where I made a good part of my money today. IAG, which is the IAM Gold Corporation, Guys, I mean, just look, this is a great day trader. And if you again want something not as volatile to play in, you could have gotten in at $7.50, ran it up to high of $7.39, and made some money there. Cemex SAB 667 ran all the way up to a high of 698. Great opportunity to make money there. BBAI, guys, I made money in BBAI. I actually got into this one in the pre-market. Let's see, early morning, $6.06. I got in at around $6.10, and I just let it run for the day. Ran it all the way up. Got out. I got out a little bit earlier, somewhere here about $7.20, but it did run all the way up to a high of $7.22. Very good day for BBAI. And even though it retested, came back a little bit late in the day, this one is going to continue to run. Again, make careful decisions. But there's some good things coming down the road for BBAI. Grab also had a monster opening after the market open candle at 10 a.m., 493 all the way to 511. Pretty good opportunity there to make some money. Probably, you know, if you would have let it run up and then drop back down, you could have gotten back here at 502 and ran that one up to a high of 511. SLDB also had a nice run up today. Good opportunity to make money there. Wolf surprised me. WULF surprised me. You could have gotten in this one in the pre-market about 426. It ran all the way up to a high of 460. Not bad. Obviously, it ran down. It's closed at 438. Now, for the list, the best day trade, the new list that's out there, guys, Oklo, a little bit higher priced OKLO, but you can see had an opportunity to make some money there today. SMR, constant run up today as well. QUBT, nothing but upward momentum in QUBT today. QBTS, same thing. Look at this beautiful run today. Pony, not so much. Was sort of on a down and kind of stayed in a down towards the end of the day, a run up. This is one I may be pulling off the list. I'm still tracking and trending this one, but it hasn't performed to where I would say it would live on the list of the best day trade stocks. APLD we talked about already. TMC, lower priced, had a hard drop and then ran horizontal. Wasn't one to trade in today. And NVTS had some nice, it had a big drop, but then a nice run up today as well. When we look at the mid-priced day trade stocks, Ionic had a beautiful opening day. You could have gotten into that and made good money. Rocket Labs, had a hard drop. Did have a nice upward momentum here through into mid-afternoon. After 1 o'clock, it was downhill. Carnival Corp, nothing but upward momentum today. Very nice action. And Intel had a hard drop and just kind of had a little piece of an opportunity here. $22.33 all the way to a high of $22.57. Not anything I would have traded. Lastly, those high dollar movers, Tesla, didn't perform the way I would have liked it to today. More on a down run. NVIDIA had a good upward momentum day today. Continued to keep those new highs. AMD had a bit of a run up and then a hard run down today. Palantir had a nice run today. And guys, we need to keep an eye on Palantir. There's a lot going on with that stock. Same with Robinhood. Look at this, guys. $85 in the pre-market all the way to basically a $95.40 after close market. And SMCI had a nice run up this morning as well. The last one I wanted to share with you, I talked about in the last video. And guys, it's something I wanted you to keep an eye on, and that is Apple. And I told you this has been a sleeping dog that's just been laying and waiting. And guys, with the news of an AI corporation that's coming into partnership with Apple, look what happened today, guys. It launched $200. It really was a $199.26 low, all the way up here to $207.39. Closed on basically a support resistance level here. I'm calling it both because that's where it's living right now at 205, but a great opportunity to get into a stock that we believe that with this and then the release of the new iPhone 17 should continue to run. And we believe anywhere from $220 to $250 by the end of the year. So keep an eye on it, do your own homework and research, but this is one that I've entered back into a position on in longer term hold, and I'm very excited about it. Guys, thanks for jumping into this video. We're going to continue to run through and show the results of the best day trade stocks. Do your homework, do your research, guys. Don't use your money, your cash that you need to pay your bills. your mortgage, your rent, your car payment, insurance, or to put food on the table for yourself or your family. You use money that you've set aside specifically for trading. Know what your risk tolerance is and what your risk levels are. And again, support and resistance levels are key, and understanding those candlestick patterns. Guys, thanks so much for jumping in this video. If you hadn't subscribed yet, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit that notification bell so you'll be notified every time I upload a new video. And thanks for being here. Josh out. Peace.